exciting times because the Guild is back. I say with a question mark.
The Guild is definitely back with I'm holding a record at the moment. I am the only chairman who has never had a guild. I've missed out on 2 guilds.
Oh,
so,
bless your heart. It must be so frustrating because you have each year, you've gotten to a certain point of organising them as well and then had to cancel them, haven't you?
Yes, we've done all the work for each one and then been stopped at the last minute. So.
Scuppered by pesky pandemics.
Yes,
I don't know, but
yes.
not this year. It's definitely happening. So the important thing is, when is it happening?
It is the 23rd of April to the
30th,
30th of April.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, because it's always a good chunk of time.
Yes, and entries have to be in by the 5th of February, which is very soon.
Yes.
So if you're planning to enter, get your entry in.
And if you want to know about the classes that you can enter, we'll be coming to that in just a moment. But it's good that you will be back this year because it's an important year in the history of the Guild, isn't it?
Yes, it's our 130th year, and we've got a star attraction this year as well.
You've got a very special guest, haven't you?
Yes.
Tell us about him.
Well, he's John Owen Jones, and he's the record-breaking and award-winning West End and Broadway star. He's best known for his portrayals of Jean Valjean in Les Miserables and in The Phantom of the Opera, and he's going to sing a selection of musical theatre classics, including songs from his most notable performances. Now, don't miss him because he's absolutely marvellous. You can catch him on YouTube, and he's just got a new CD out, but he is wonderful.
Do you know, that will be such an excellent thing, especially for some of our newer and younger talents to witness an act of that calibre on our stage, won't it?
Yes, it will. And he's agreed to do a masterclass on the Saturday morning at Ballacomene School. So if anyone's interested in that, it would be a marvellous opportunity for them.
That sounds great. So is that open to anyone? And if so, how do they take part?
You can get in touch by getting in touch with the festival secretary. The details are in the syllabus and online, www.manxmusicfestival.org.
Now, the syllabus you mentioned, it is out and it is about, so you'll be able to find this all around the place. Where can we get hold of copies of the syllabus this year?
They are in shops and newsagents, but if you have any difficulty, it's all online at that address. And there's an entry form online. There's also an entry form in the middle of the syllabus.
Which is excellent. And as we said, closing date, 5th of February. So
yes.
We've got to be quick. It's next Saturday is the closing date. And there is no late closing date. So that is absolutely the cut-off point.
Yes, no late entries or incomplete entries will be accepted.
Okay, so we want to know then, what can we enter? Because there's always new classes every year, isn't there? What's new this year?
Well, we've got an Anything Goes class.
That sounds good.
Well, it does mean anything, but it does have to be suitable for family viewing.
Right, okay.
And it's a music or a dance piece, and this year the theme is ABBA.
I mean, I have to admit, full disclosure, I'm not a massive ABBA fan. However, to see people actually taking part in something like this with an ABBA theme, it's going to be fun, isn't it?
It is. And you can have a backing track if you want, or you can do whatever you want. It really is. Anything goes.
Do you know, that's going to be one not only to take part in, but as an audience member, that'll be brilliant to watch, I think. Absolutely. So will mime classes.
Yes, mime. I can't demonstrate anything on the radio, obviously, but there's a class for up to 13 years old, the TT races or Seaside Life. And for year 9 and over, which is teenagers and adults, Manx Life or Promenade Progress.
Oh, controversial.
Oh, yes.
Do you think the mime will just stop after about 3 seconds?
Possibly.
Or the mime will go on for several years?
Well, there is a time limit.
Well, those are already really fun classes, and there's plenty for young people with the Manx Music Festival, obviously, as well. And there's a new Songs from the Musicals class for young people.
Yes, we had many requests for songs from the musicals for the 8 to 13 years old. So we've got that in this year. And we've updated a class for... there was a class for T.E. Brown poems, and we've widened that now. You can do recitation of a poem by any Manx author. So we've widened that out. So because there are a lot of others besides T.E. Brown.
So it could actually be quite a modern author, maybe a contemporary author that's around now.
Anything.
Oh, that would be interesting
Yes.
as well. And there's all the usual classes as well. So there's everything from instrumental classes to choirs, groups, solo singers. There's a composition class. With regards to the composition class, how does that work? Because I think you have to send in your compositions for that one, don't you? Send the recordings in.
Yes, you do. The composition for the music.
Checking the syllabus just to make sure.
Recordings of the original composition must be sent in, and but the entries will be judged on the written manuscript only and not on the recording. So you need to send the written stuff in and a recording, and then it will be judged. The recordings to be provided to enable the adjudicator to understand the competitor's ideas and how it should be performed. And you can get more details of that from the festival secretary or the entries secretary.
Yeah, and all the details are obviously on the website as well. So lots more information on there and in the syllabus too.
Yes.
I'm delighted to see that the stand-up comedy class has returned for this year. How has that been going down?
Oh, well, it was a huge success. It really was. And the news reading was a huge success as well.
Excellent. Our RH had to go at one of the classes last year. He may well get involved again this year. We'll have to keep you tuned on that one.
Yes, he had a bash at the sight reading.
Yes,
and, he did extremely well. But the sight reading is made harder this year. Usually the competitors have been given the piece to have a little look at for a few seconds before they go on stage. But now it's going to be thrust at them and they have to read it straight away, which is true sight reading. So that will really be a test.